Welcome to this edition of Ethical Sustainable Investment News and Analysis to Profit By. I'm Ron Robbins, an ethical investing pioneer for over 40 years, quoted in the Wall Street Journal, MarketWatch, the Globe and Mail, and numerous other media, and founder of the highly respected global ethical sustainable investing information website, Investing for the Soul. And please listen to my disclaimer statement at the end of this podcast. Now enjoy this podcast. Hello, Ron Robbins here. So welcome to this podcast episode 116, titled Top Global Renewable Energy Stocks. It's presented by Investing for the Soul. Investingforthesoul.com is your site for vital global ethical and sustainable investing mentoring, news, commentary, information and resources. And look at my newly revised website at investingforthesoul.com. Tell me what you think. Now remember that you can find a full transcript and links to content, including stock symbols and bonus material, on this episode's podcast page located at investingforthesoul.com/podcasts. Also, a reminder, I do not evaluate any of the stocks or funds mentioned in these podcasts, nor do I receive any compensation from anyone covered in these podcasts. Furthermore, I will reveal to you any personal investments I have in the investments mentioned herein. Additionally, quotes about individual companies are brief. Please go to this podcast's webpage for links to the actual articles for more company and stock information. Also, some companies might be covered more than once, and there are also 2 article links below that time didn't allow me to review them here. I'm beginning this podcast with an article on likely your favorite industry. The article is titled Top 20 Renewable Energy Companies in the World. It's by Sobiya Fahad and found on finance.yahoo.com. Here's some of what Mr. Fahad says about these stocks. To determine the top renewable energy companies, we have included information regarding market capitalization, generating capacity, and number of employees for each company. We have ranked the companies based on their market capitalization. Starting with Number 20, Canadian Solar, market capitalization $1.5 billion, generating capacity 19 gigawatts, number of employees 13,487. Specializing in the design and manufacturing of solar photovoltaic modules, Canadian Solar serves customers in over 160 countries. 19. Jinko Solar Holding Co. Limited, market capitalization $1.51 billion, generating capacity 32.5 gigawatts, number of employees 31,030. Jinko Solar boasts customers throughout the US, Europe, Asia, Africa, and Latin America. The Chinese solar energy company manufactures and sells solar products such as silicon ingots, wafers, cells, and modules, and provides solar system integration services. 18 is Plug Power Inc., market capitalization $3.93 billion, generating capacity 2.5 gigawatts, number of employees 3,353. Plug Power, a crucial player in the hydrogen fuel cell sector, is one of the best renewable energy companies in the world. The company has partnered with major corporations such as Amazon, Walmart, and Home Depot to deploy its fuel cell technology in over 40,000 vehicles worldwide. 17. Suzlon Energy. Market capitalization $4.29 billion. Generating capacity 20 gigawatts. Number of employees 5,800. One of India's top renewable energy companies, Suzlon Energy develops, manufactures, sells, and installs wind turbines and solar panels, with operations in over 30 countries. 16 is Siemens Gamesa Renewable Energy SA. Market capitalization $12.93 billion. Generating capacity 12 gigawatts. Number of employees 27,604. Siemens Gamesa is a global leader in renewable energy and offers a diverse range of equipment and services for onshore and offshore wind turbines, turbine gearboxes, and off-grid systems. Number 15, Brookfield Renewable Partners. Market capitalization $13.47 billion. Generating capacity 31 gigawatts. Number of employees 3,400. Based in Canada but operating global projects, Brookfield Renewable owns and operates hydroelectric, wind, solar, distributed generation, and storage facilities. 14. Enphase Energy. Market capitalization $15.57 billion. Generating capacity 7.8 gigawatts. Number of employees 2,821. With expertise in designing and manufacturing solar microinverters, battery energy storage, and EV charging stations for residential customers, Enphase Energy Inc. has made a name for itself in the American renewable energy sector. Number 13, First Solar. Market capitalization $16.15 billion. Generating capacity 6.5 gigawatts. Number of employees 5,500. First Solar is an American solar technology company and global provider of responsibly produced eco-efficient solar modules, advancing the fight against climate change. 12. Adani Green. Market capitalization $18.51 billion. Generating capacity 8.3 gigawatts. Number of employees 500. Adani Green Energy Limited is an Indian renewable energy company which develops, builds, owns, operates, and maintains utility-scale grid-connected solar and wind farm projects with a current project portfolio of 20,434 megawatts. 11. Ørsted A/S. Market capitalization $20.51 billion. Generating capacity 15.1 gigawatts. Number of employees 6,836. Ørsted A/S, a global leader in offshore wind, has established wind farms in the UK, the US, Germany, and Taiwan. The company aims to achieve carbon neutrality by 2025 and demonstrates its unwavering commitment to environmental stewardship. 10. Vestas. Market capitalization $21.25 billion, generating capacity 13.1 gigawatts, number of employees 29,427. The Danish Wind Energy Company is one of the top renewable energy companies globally. 9. Constellation Energy Corporation. Market capitalization $33.73 billion, generating capacity 33 gigawatts, number of employees 13,370. Constellation Energy is an energy company based in Baltimore. The company strives to provide a diverse range of energy services, including electricity, nuclear, and natural gas, to businesses, residents, and public sector customers. 8. Exelon Corp. Market capitalization $36.87 billion, generating capacity 31 gigawatts, number of employees 19,063. Exelon Corporation is a leading American energy company. The company has a portfolio of renewable energy assets that includes wind, solar, and nuclear power. 7. Électricité de France. Market capitalization $56.09 billion, generating capacity 3.6 gigawatts, number of employees 171,490. Known for its generation, transmission, distribution, supply, trading, and provision of energy services, Électricité de France S.A. is a comprehensive energy company. It produces electricity from various sources, including nuclear, hydroelectric, gas, fuel oil, coal, and renewable energy. 6. Enbridge. Market capitalization $67.26 billion, generating capacity 5.18 gigawatts, number of employees 11,100. Enbridge Inc., headquartered in Calgary, Alberta, Canada, owns and operates a vast network of pipelines across North America, transporting crude oil, natural gas, and natural gas liquids. The company also generates renewable energy. 5. Iberdrola S.A. Market capitalization $68.12 billion, generating capacity 41.25 gigawatts, number of employees 38,702. Iberdrola is a Spanish multinational electric utility company. It specializes in clean energy, such as onshore and offshore wind, pumped hydro, solar photovoltaic, and battery storage. 4 is Equinor. Market capitalization $93.84 billion, generating capacity 18.5 gigawatts, number of employees 22,000. A Norwegian multinational energy company, Equinor has a growing presence in renewable energy. The company has set a goal of becoming net zero by 2050. 3. Next Era Energy. Market capitalization $106.81 billion, generating capacity 58 gigawatts, number of employees 15,300. Next Era's diversified energy company generates and sells electricity wholesale to retail and municipal electricity providers, industrial corporations, and power cooperatives. It invests heavily in renewable energy. 2. General Electric, market capitalization $117.28 billion, generating capacity 60 gigawatts, number of employees 172,000. GE is one of the largest American multinational corporations and a Fortune 500 company. GE operates in multiple industries, including healthcare and aviation, but is best known for its power and renewable energy innovations. And 1. Tesla, market capitalization $782.48 billion, generating capacity 6.9 gigawatts, number of employees 127,855. Tesla Energy Operations, Inc. is the renewable energy division of Tesla, Inc. that develops, manufactures, sells, and installs photovoltaic solar energy generation systems, battery energy storage products, and other related products and services to residential, commercial, and industrial customers. End quotes. This next article is from Australia, but features stocks that non-Australians might also like to consider for their portfolios. It's titled 3 ESG Stocks Worth Watching and is by Grady Wolf. It's seen on moneymag.com.au. Here's some of what Mr. Wolf says about his picks. 1. Woolworths. The supermarket giant has taken significant ESG actions from both environmental and social perspectives, such as replacing its petrol-fueled delivery fleet with electric vehicles to reduce carbon emissions, and the launch of Mini Woolies, a program supporting the education and skills of young Australians with disabilities. The dilution of Woolworths' association with gambling, alcohol, and tobacco was a major step in achieving the company's ESG goals. Morgan's recently upgraded Woolworths to a buy rating, while Citi and UPS also have respective buy ratings on the supermarket giant, on the back of strong fiscal year 23 results, particularly earnings from growth in Australian food. 2. Perpetual. The Perpetual Private Investment Research Team is accountable for the responsible investment-related reporting and reviewing of all perpetual private portfolios, which includes ensuring that all ESG factors are appropriately considered throughout the entire investment process. Furthermore, Perpetual offers thematic investing options that enable clients to align their portfolios with ESG elements that resonate most with their objectives. The global financial services firm is also a signatory to the United Nations-supported Principles for Responsible Investment, that's UNPRI, to incorporate ESG issues into all investment analysis and decision-making. 3 is Transurban Group. Transurban, which operates a diversified suite of Australian toll road assets and toll roads in Northern Virginia in the United States, has also been a popular investment choice among investors and brokers for its ESG commitments. Transurban boasts ESG-related awards and recognition from the Workplace Gender Equality Agency of Australia, Equileap, and Ethical Social Responsible Investment Register. It's also had an MSCI ESG rating of AAA for the past 5 years, and it became the first ASX 20 company to be validated by the Science Based Targets Initiative. UBS and Macquarie both have buy ratings on Transurban, and the company's shares are up 16% over the last 5 years. In the recent high inflationary environment, companies like Transurban have been the beneficiaries of rising inflation, as it has been an inflation-linked revenue stream with annual escalators through toll road concessions being inflation-linked. End quotes. Next, I have this article on ethical banks around the world titled 2023's Top 10 Ethical Banks Leading the ESG Revolution. It's by Louis Tomset and found on fintechmagazine.com. Here's some of Mr. Tomset's comments. 10. Lloyds Bank. Lloyds Bank is enabling its different divisions to build an inclusive society and support the transition to a low-carbon economy. 9. Deutsche Bank. Leading German financial institution, Deutsche Bank, places its commitment to the environment in supporting its financing and advising clients on a path to meet the Paris Agreement on climate change. 8. DBS Bank. Singapore's DBS Bank is the first in the country to sign up for the Net Zero Banking Alliance, a dedicated alliance to realize a net zero future by 2050 or sooner. 7. Bank of America. One of the largest national banks in the US, Bank of America has a series of ESG initiatives that make it one of the most important banks when it comes to ESG. 6. Barclays. Another leading UK bank, Barclays, has its own ESG resource hub, a central website page of information and disclosures to ensure transparency for analysts, ESG investors, rating agencies, suppliers, and other stakeholders. 5. JP Morgan. One of the oldest and most successful investment banks, JP Morgan aims to promote sound governance and serve its customers and communities, all while investing in its employees' growth and advancing sustainable development. 4. HSBC. Global Banking Organization, HSBC, manages a robust ESG program focusing on sustainability risk, climate strategies, and people and communities, all overseen by its leadership and governance structure. 3. Citi. Citibank differentiates itself in the ESG space, centralizing ESG as a core part of its business, not issues managed by separate company entities. 2. Standard Chartered. Leading bank Standard Chartered offers a robust, sustainable investment program for its clients, which it can tailor to match a company's personal values. 1. BNP Paribas. Top of our list is BNP Paribas, which adopts an ESG-first approach across its investment strategies. End quotes. Now, articles from the UK. Title 1. Which reveals Britain's greenest banks on which.co.uk by Chiara Cavalieri. 2. Title Sustainable Funds to Invest in on moneyweek.com by Holly Thomas. Well, these are my top news stories with their stock and fund tips for this podcast titled Top Global Renewable Energy Stocks. Now, please be sure to click the like and subscribe buttons on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, or wherever you download or listen to this podcast. that helps bring these podcasts to others like you. And please click the share buttons to share this podcast with your friends and family. Let's promote ethical and sustainable investing as a force for hope and prosperity in these very troubled times. Contact me if you have any questions. Thank you for listening. And again, please look at my new, totally revised website at investingforthesoul.com. Tell me what you think. Talk to you next on November 3rd. Bye for now. Learn how to create a simple portfolio reflecting your personal values by taking my 1-hour tutorial. Go to investingforthesoul.com/podcasts and click the link in the right-hand column for my DIY Ethical Sustainable Investing Pays tutorial. Now, I'll mention in the podcast if I have any direct interest or holdings in companies or securities I'm talking about. Furthermore, any news, opinions, analysis, or other information offered by myself, as well as references and information to or from other external sources in this podcast, is provided as general market information and should not be relied upon and thus does not constitute investment advice. Investors should consult their own licensed investment professional before making investments. Also, I will not accept liability for any loss or damage, including without limitation any loss of profit, which may arise directly or indirectly from use of or reliance on information in this podcast. Do contact me at ronr@investingforthesoul.com. Signing off, this is Ron Robbins.